Hello everyone, this is a video response to Soccermom929 who posted a video entitled Full Circumcision Video. Part of the caption therein reads, this video exposes one of the many lies that are propagated by the anti-circumcision movement, wherever they are. I've never been to a meeting, but nonetheless, I feel I must address a couple of things here because I left a very respectful message comments, which she chose not to post, and she emailed me into my YouTube account instead, to which I replied, I don't debate in private because I'm not going to change your mind any, and this is about you showing this and me giving my opinion and people giving feedback. That's how it works. To which she replied, right here, her reply, that I'm a liar, and that if I only debate in public, it must prove that I can't operate without manipulation. Debating in public gives me a tool to manipulate through the analyzation of input and responses that come from sources other than the original, in this case, me, being her. And then she goes on to accuse me of using guilt as a tool of all this stuff. It's just amazing. So, so I'm doing this, and I'm sending it through her. I hope that she has the courtesy to upload this video, which is respectfully submitted with a differing point of view than hers for your consideration. It really is amazing because I don't know who she is referring to, but certainly not myself in regard to lying. Anything that I've ever written or posted on this subject has been, in fact, the truth. And as far as guilt goes, I mean, I wish I had enough power to make people feel guilty or one way or another, but really your feelings are your own. And if you do feel guilty after something that I say, it's not my fault. It's because perhaps you hadn't considered this particular point of view. In fact, guilt is generated when we do not fully consider something before we make a decision. That's where that comes from. It doesn't come from me. So it's not a tool that I have at my disposal to make you feel guilty. And she also goes on to say how people like me, apparently, make people who are in fact circumcised feel like second-class citizens, and that circumcision should never happen under any circumstances. And of course, I don't know if it's a lie that she's saying necessarily, but she certainly is not taking my point of view into account. My point of view is that a child should not have this done to them. They should choose whether or not they want this to be done as an adult. I have never seen a penis that was circumcised and said to the owner of that organ, "Oh, boy, you are a second-class citizen because you are circumcised." I mean, how ridiculous is that? Because A, if it was done when they were a baby, they had no choice about it, not their fault. And if they decided to do it as an adult, then they did it as an adult. It's their body, it's their choice, which comes back to my point of why would we do this to a baby? So all of those things being true, just a couple more little points here to wrap up what is a long video, only because I had to sort of explain why I'm here. The video that she showed did show a properly performed aseptic circumcision, probably one that will look halfway decent as that child grows into a man, in that it wouldn't deform the penis. In fact, the doctor was extremely careful to use care in the procedure. But the fact of the matter is, I guess if this is fear-mongering, so be it. But yes, he did use an anesthetic. And yes, during the procedure, there was no pain. That was a big point. There's no pain at all to your son. Go! There is post-operative pain. And there's post-operative care. And with any surgery, there is a chance of infection and other complications. And so when you're doing anything, when you choose the kind of shoes your child wears, or what school your child is going to go to, or what breakfast cereal they're going to eat. Um, you have to ask yourself, I mean, what am I trying to solve here? What is wrong that I'm trying to solve? Well, if you're going to give your child breakfast, they're going to be hungry and you want to give them nutritious food. Well, if you're going to cut off a piece of your child's body, what are you actually trying to solve? And I have yet to have anyone explain to me, to my satisfaction, a reason why that would be necessary or required just a few days after they arrive on into the world. So again, I really don't know what I've said that is a lie. I don't know what I've said that is fear mongering. I certainly uh, cannot accept that I can make anyone feel any particular way, including guilty. And I also think that there's way worse things that can happen to you than circumcision. I just happen to know that it certainly is not the best thing. It is not a required thing to happen. And I also think that just like little girls have a choice for body modification later on in their lives, that same privilege, that same right, should be granted to little boys. So that when they become a man, if they decide to pierce their ear uh, or become circumcised or all manner of other different things people do to themselves, they can do so as a consenting adult. And so it is, with respect that I see that Soccer Mom is approaching this from a point of view where she might be afraid of the truth and she might be feeling guilty for what she has or has not done in the past. But none of that's my fault. And I think that if she posts this thing that she did, that I should be right alongside her with my point of view. And trust me when I say, if you comment on this video, nothing will be censored because I ain't afraid of the truth.